Hello, everyone. I am Samantha from All Things Barbie and Pretty. Today, we are going to do a special video. Arby Jules Barbie is going to do a tribute to her sister based on some realizations of things that she realized in one of the Barbies. But before we get to that, y'all, do y'all see me in this sweater? This sweater looks so good. But let me come in just a little closer. I tried on the pants. They did not fit. But I'm okay with that though. Anyway, the sweater goes great with my two-tone checkered pants, which are my favorite pants, by the way. Anyway, I'm going to receive always, first of all, say hello to all of our besties and our special guests. So I'm going to receive and turn it over to Arby Jules Barbie. Thank you, Samantha. I'm Arby Jules Barbie. And today, as Samantha mentioned, we are going to do a unique tribute to my sister. She's been deceased now. This year going on 7 years. Matter of fact, she passed away 4 days before my dad. And just a little bit of a short backstory. She and I never really got along since we were kids. And, we have different mothers. My dad was married twice. So, it could have been sibling rivalry or her just not liking me because I exist. And, I never knew why she never liked me or whatever. And we never got along even until adulthood. It became a thing of, jealousy and all this and that and the other. And it was never really on my end because I oftentimes was just like, to myself and unbothered by people and situations. And that was probably because of my neurodivergence, but didn't know that at the time. People oftentimes thought I was like, stuck up, uppity, and, just airish and arrogant. I'm like, no, just trying to process my environment. But even I didn't know that then. So anyway, I got the doll that you see with the braids that have the pink and clear beads in her braids. I got her in a doll lot. I want to say either earlier this year or either earlier last year, 2024, or I got her somewhere in 2023. I gotta get used to it being 2025, y'all. So, then when I got the doll, I was just kind of like going through adjustments, with the hair thing. And it struck me a little bit that this particular doll had blonde hair. And so it was weird, but I kind of kept ignoring it. By the way, y'all, we're not opening up anything in this particular video. I just want to, this is a healing aha moment, and to, share some information about the Fashionista 180, because she's going to be coming up in a restyle video. Not this one, but she's going to be coming up because, got to wash her hair, redo her hair, and got to figure out all that stuff that we are indeed going to do. And we'll get to that in a little bit. So anyway, I thought she was a pretty doll. I had seen this doll before, but she definitely was not a doll that I personally would purchase to have in my doll collection. 100% honest, as young folks say, no cap, on the up and up. She's not a doll that I would have gotten. There was nothing wrong with her. She just I didn't feel it that, y'all hear my cat Craig because he should be in bed right now, but he wants to come out and play. So we all going to send Craig some furry love and hope that he calm the noise down and go to bed as he should, because he's extra. He always wants to be in the video. Anyway, moving forward. Like I said, she wasn't a fashionista on my radar that I would say, okay, let's get this doll right here. No, she was never that doll. Anyway, when I got the doll lot, I want to say I got it the beginning of 2024. I really, really believe that. Excuse me. That's what my mind says. Anyway, um, didn't do anything with her. Didn't really want to do anything with her. And then, I just decided, when I was talking about my hair thing, that I, would just braid her hair just so I didn't have to look at the bush. Because I really couldn't think about that, couldn't process that, and still working on it, but I'm a lot better where I was, because as you can see, the tribute doll, who has the Grace face also, I did leave her bush. I actually gave her a curly bush, so it's going to be interesting to see what I do with this Fashionista 180 in um, in the upcoming restyle. So y'all, let me get real and transparent. I started seeing my sister. And my sister's not, she wasn't skinny. She wasn't ever skinny. But she always dyed her hair blonde. She wasn't quite dark skinned. She was, let me see. She was about this doll's complexion right here. She was about this doll's complexion right there. And she was full figured. And she always dyed her hair blonde. And she always wore either two cornrows. Very seldom did she wear hair because her hair was always short. And sometimes she would wear her hair in braids. But most of the time it was always in two cornrows. So when I started seeing this, I started ignoring it because honestly, I haven't processed my sister's passing, because I'm still trying to process my dad's passing, and it'll be 7 years this year. Hard one, really. That's a real hard one, And so I would look at the doll and ignore it. Look at the dog, ignore it. Look at the doll and ignore it. And somewhere along the line, I did get honest with myself and say that this doll makes me think about my sister because of the blonde hair. They don't look alike at all. So I started to accept it that this doll really makes me think about my sister, even though she and I didn't get along. Now, mind you, as she got older, because I think my sister was in her 50s, early 50s. She had medical conditions and things like that when she passed. Yeah. And as she got older and she, changed her life and stopped, living the lifestyle that she was living, let me say it like that. She, she was apologetic and she wanted to get closer, but it scared me. It scared the living daylights out of me. I'm not going to even lie to you. It scared me because I didn't trust her. Did not trust her at all. Did not trust her. It scared me to get close to her. The stories that was playing in my head and the scenes that was being created in my head would not let me get to getting close to my sister. I mean, I would talk to her on the phone and she would want to go out and stuff like that and go out to lunch, but it's like I just couldn't get past all of the ill treatment that I received as all the way up, from childhood up until adulthood, and the trauma had set in. And I had forgiven her and I loved her and everything. Like I said, we talked on the phone, but it was so hard. And maybe me talking about her now is a way that I'm trying to find a way to deal with it and maybe bring some kind of closure. Maybe. I don't know. But I did love her. And even though this doll, like I said, she looks nothing like her, it's the blonde hair, has allowed me to have some kind of acceptance with my sister. And, you know, to at least open up the door and try to work on those things and to further forgive and love her even still, even though she's on the other side. And try my best to move forward. It's hard, y'all. It's very, very hard. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Barbie is no joke. I promise you that. Barbie is no joke. You just never know how this doll can, you know, help you work through some issues, bring some healing to your soul, and help you to deal with some realities that you never thought you could deal with. And that's where I am with this doll, Fashionista 180. I haven't named her, and I definitely will not give her my sister's name. But it is helping me to come to grips with that she was with my sister and that she did change. She did change in her life, and she was more loving, caring, and kinder, even though I was deathly afraid of it. And that's no joke. I was scared to life of it. I didn't trust it or her. And I was too afraid to give it a chance. And when she passed away, I felt guilty that I didn't try. I was too afraid to try. And I even beat myself up about it. I really did. But I can't change the past. I can't change anything. It was, you know, these are things that I'm learning to deal with, and I have to learn to live with it. And I can't beat myself up about it because, you know, I didn't know not 1/10 of what I know about myself now in terms of the trauma and the complex PTSD and all the other things that I'm dealing with in terms of my mental health and the neurodivergence and, you know, just a whole host of things that I have learned and I'm still learning about myself. And so some of it may have never been possible or would have never been possible until I started to understand where I am. And maybe it wasn't meant to, you know, understand at that time. And the fact that we did have forgiveness and love in the end is important, and I'm grateful for it. I truly am grateful for it. And I have to say I'm grateful for Barbie to bring this to the forefront and allowing me to have the time that I need to process and understand that this is what's going on and to deal with it and no longer ignore it. Through the will of the Most High God, He allowed Barbie to be a very powerful instrument in healing, and I'm grateful for that. So, all praises to the Most High God in Christ, and thank you to Mattel for Barbie and, you know, for Fashionista 180, because she definitely is needed in my life, and I'm grateful to have her in my life. She is, yeah. She's helping me more than I realize. So, before I start blubbering all over the place, I'm going to end the video right here. Thank you for being a part of this moment. It definitely had to happen so I can heal and move on. So, As always, y'all, please like, share, and subscribe. Turn on the notification button. And let's stay fierce and fabulous, and let's sparkle like Barbie.